everybody, welcome back to Life After the Woods, episode 27 with me, Sid. And last episode we went and had a good wander around and did a few bits and pieces out in the deserty area and just relaxed after building the extension and the under lake there. I have been out and done a little bit more wandering around just to pass the time because, it's quite relaxing just to get out there and do stuff. But I have 4 projects kind of lined up right now. And the first thing I would like to do is kind of bring this area a little bit flatter. Just because, well, I want to. I've got a build I want to put in this spot or over here. It's only small, but it is going to be fairly important. It's not going to use any fancy modded technology. It is just going to make me roast chicken and eggs. There we go, roast chicken and eggs. Now I have got a bunch of stuff on me, and the first thing I want to do, and I'm just trying to work out how I could, because what we're going to do back here is we're going to put a chicken coop. But at the back of the chicken coop, hidden inside, is going to be a thing. So I probably want... let's actually come back to about here, maybe, and we'll stick a thing. Now this is an Il Mango design for a roast chicken farm, and it works absolutely fine and dandy. And first thing I need to do is just get myself some baby chickens in a cauldron. That's going to be awkward, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, that is definitely going to be awkward. Let's change that around and put... yeah, that'll do. We'll pop you facing into the cauldron like that. We'll have our cauldron. We'll have a piece of carpet on the top to keep them inside. We shall place... a hoofer facing up and a blob of redstone on the top of that, a hopper coming out of there facing in for the time being. That is fine. We're going to fill you with eggies. Now the video tutorial that I followed called for 14 stacks of eggs. I don't have 14 stacks of eggs, so hopefully, yeah, we're getting some babies in there. Cruelty to small chickens. But more importantly, what we should have in there is baby chickens. I don't know how many baby chickens we've got in, but there's a few. And those guys are going to sit there, and I'm going to let them fill this up with this hopper up with a few more chicken eggs. I'm going to run them through again, and then we'll let this fill up again, and then we will start with the cooked farm. But for the time being, what we will do is we'll leave the rest of the materials that we need. How very dare you? Are you telling me I can't make a chest out of that wood? I can make a storage crate. Let's try that then, shall we? I can't remember whether that was there. It was. That'll do. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. It just has to take that lot. Leave them to it. They've got to grow up nice. Oh, and we need to leave that as well. They need to grow up nice and big and strong, and I need a bucket of lava as well for this. But this has been running with the willow for a while now, and we're starting to get a bit of willow wood, so, you know, we'll be able to swap this over to something else. The other one, what I'm actually wishing is that we'd put this up, I think it's 3 into the air, because then the podzol wouldn't have spread, but we'll deal with that at a later date. So, what do I need to do to move on with my 3 projects? Well, the first thing I'd like to do is I'd like to make a lava production facility, and to make a lava production facility we can do that with Create. Again, I'm going to be basing my designs off, I think it's Rage Plays is the thing. With a lava farm we can then automate an andesite farm, because if I actually have a look at andesite, that should, if we look in the compressing, if you take gravel, 1/10 of a bucket of lava and 2 pieces of flint, you can compact that into andesite. And andesite is, quite frankly, the rarest material that I've got currently in our arsenal of things. So down here I put these chickens, and these chickens are just spitting out eggs into a hopper. There's only 3 of them, but that's fine, because what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 lots of chickens. We're going to have chickens in a farm which, you know, lay eggs that they spit out. They make a baby chicken, the chicken gets cooked, and we end up with cooked chicken and feathers. I'm also going to have some free range chickens that are going to be wandering around on the floor of hoppers, cunningly disguised under a, well, hopefully cunningly disguised under a chiseled carpet of maybe dirt or something, just to kind of blend them in. Jacaranda, you don't look like, there we go, that'll do. But ultimately what I actually want to do is pull myself to a point where I can make a Create tunnel bore to tunnel in the nether at netherite level to dig up netherite. Now the problem is, to create a netherite tunnel bore I need crazy amounts of, you know, drills and cart assemblers and all sorts of interesting stuff. And my andesite supply, whilst not too bad, 165, plus if I can get that, which that will all convert nicely to andesite with cobble, so, you know, we've got a reasonable amount, but I just feel like I need more. So that is the plan. So let me go and start pulling together the list of what we need to make the lava farm, and then we can start pulling that together, and I shall be back with you in a moment. Alright, we have got a change of plan. I've just double checked what's required for this, and one of the things we're going to require for this is eggs, because we need to automate the production of blaze cakes, which is a thing from Create, which makes the blaze burner burn hotter. That's before we even get into the equipment list, which is considerable, shall we say. However, there is a kind of a workaround, and we're going to need to go and think about a blaze farm anyway. That is a thing. Now, there are, of course, 2 ways that I can do it. There is a make the blaze farm in situ in the nether fortress. Sorry, that was a bit of a Freudian slip there. That would be, of course, one way of doing it. The other way of doing it would be to bring the blaze to us, and while we're in the nether we can also bring Oh, I presume they're going to have to go like that. So that each one of these tanks is 16 buckets. So we can actually just collect lava in the nether. I mean, it's probably not the most romantic way of doing things. If you could have a romantic way of doing things in Minecraft, I know that's kind of possibly an odd choice of words, but it'll work. And my thoughts kind of run to taking a few stacks of dirt with me, because we may be able to actually move the actual blaze spawner. That's the first thing. We'll take a couple of stacks of glass as well. Now the last thing is potions, which I have got a potion of regen and I've got a potion of fire resistance, which is what we're after. So I think that is probably going to be our first port of call. I'm going to sleep quickly and just to see whether my chickens have grown up in the cauldron yet, which is not in any way, you know, suspicious. And then we're going to head over to the nether. We'll take the nether express over to the blaze spawner, and these guys are just doing their work, chilling, which is fine. And we'll see. Saying hello. We'll see. We'll see what the world brings us. But this is going to take quite a lot of preparation. Oh, it was my footprint. I was like, what? Whose footsteps are those? Right, those are now adult chickens, I think, are they? No, I think they're still baby chickens. They haven't grown up yet. Or at least they haven't laid any eggs yet. Doesn't matter. We can work around them. That's a long-term project. I know it doesn't seem like a long-term project, but all of these things are going to be fairly long-term projects, I think. And I was thinking we might build a big factory at the end of the lake as well, completely surround the area, and then we could maybe build something up on the hillside and kind of just build the area up as we go. Because there's a whole load of create stuff which we could use, which ultimately is going to be really useful, like, you know, create automatic iron farms, create gold farms. There's a lot of fun stuff, and I'm looking forward to, if you'll pardon the pun, creating it. Let me just double check around in here, because the last time I came through here there was an entire Illager raiding party had come through the portal. There's a drop bear. Oh, there's another drop bear. Don't like them. They are terrifying. Right, what do we want? We want to go to blaze spawner. Okay. And guess what's on the other side of here? A blaze spawner. So let me chug one of these, get myself some of that on the board, go and then if we quickly fill this in. Hello. Oh, no, that was no, not like that, if you don't mind. If we fill in like this around the edge, and then quickly that should now be impossible for blades to spawn in this space. They shouldn't be able to spawn here, because they can only spawn one above, one below, and on the same level in a 9 by 9 by 3. So I think we have got this space sorted out. So the next thing is to try and dig out a space around this to put the walls, because the blaze spawner is there. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. One more that way will be 4. 1, 2, 3. One more that way will be 4. So that will be the dimensions. I'm not so worried about the actual what the walls are made of. Oh, actually, that's gone one more too far. I said I'm not too worried about what the actual walls are made of, and then actually went and worried about what the actual walls are made of. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh God, I've got to go around. So yeah, I've got a little bit of digging to do, and then we can see whether I can turn this into a more functional space for blaze rod collection and killage. I think that's what we need there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I go out 1 and then down, they should not be able to spawn in that space. Works for me. I probably haven't brought enough glass, but we'll it's not like we can't go back and get some more easily enough, is it? Yeah, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, now comes the fun bit. I'm going to have to go in here with the blaze spawner and clear out. I need to clear you out, don't I, for starters? All the spaces that we've made for these guys to spawn as fast as humanly possible. I have got fire resistance, so I'm not worried about burning or anything, but we know that these guys are going to be spawning. Reasonably fast, and hopefully this works. I'm not an expert at blaze spawners by any stretch of the imagination. You can do that all day. I don't care about you doing that. What I don't want you doing now, these guys are apparently supposed to gravitate towards a solid block. Let's see what they do. Because what they should do is move over to the centre of this glass, which they're not doing. Thank you, that's great of you. Yeah, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. Well, that's annoying. I wonder if they'll move more towards it if they've got a tasty morsel down here. But my understanding of this was then that the Blazers' pathfinding was such that they were supposed to gravitate towards... That is a solid block, that's a half slab, so this should be... You should be gravitating towards that block. Why are you not doing what you're supposed to do? That's an annoyance. I mean, you know, the simplest thing, I suppose, would be to go in with them, armed, you know, with my fire resistance, and just beat them to a pulp, but seems somewhat excessive. I mean, I suppose it works okay. I do want to just stop that. That's presumably that might show up as a solid block. I mean, that is a way of doing it. Not necessarily the most efficient way, but I mean, it works. I just don't know why they're not gravitating down there. Have they changed the AI? Have I completely misunderstood? Oh, hello. How this works? Anything's possible. Well, failure number 2 of the day. I'll just pop those away for now. We'll leave that as is. I will have that, however, because that's mine. I mean, we come away with 56 blaze just from making the thing, and these really aren't that expensive. So, right, well, I have to come back to that one. I mean, I could try lava flows. That would be one option. The problem is, underneath here is void. Oh well, not void. It's lots and lots of lava, which brings us to the next thing. We need to get down to the lava with my buckets, or just bucket to be honest, and tanks, and grab some of this lava just to keep us ticking for a while, because you know it seems pointless generating lava when there's an entire world full of it just down here waiting. I just need to work out the best way of getting to it. Crimson Forest, yeah, didn't I? Oh, I might want to also just wear that. That could be useful in this. Now, Crimson Forest is them nasty. Go, 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 go. Horrible. Oh. That wasn't nice. What are you? A shroom. Sorry. Have I got any? Will you fit? I don't know what fits. You do. I got myself a shroom line. I don't know what they are, but I want one, and I've got one. There's another one there. Can I have 2? I could have 2. Let me get 2. Excellent. We got 2. Right. Sorry, I am getting completely distracted from what I set out to do. That doesn't look scary at all. However, I do need still to get down to the thing. I know the tool of choice for this stuff is a hoe, so you know I don't have that element, but that's fine. I can at least grab some of this stuff, and where is going to be the easiest way to get down to the lava other than falling in it, which, you know, is always an option. Oh yeah, that works, but it's not like I haven't got blocks, and I've also got I believe yeah, a waystone, so I've always got means of getting back. and the Nether isn't exactly the most unfrightening place in the world. Go. Oh, that's not going to help me a lot, is it? Right. Let me try and work out a way to get down to the edge of that terrifying lake of fiery death. I'll see you in a mo. This is an interesting thing because I've got carry on. I can actually carry these things around. I can't easily put it away, but I can soon hide it away for later if I want to do it. Now the issue is I can't carry it and then teleport. I have to... That should hold it nicely. It wasn't terrifying getting down here at all, honest. That's alright, it was absolutely terrifying. Oh, this shimmer sand again. This is really... This is almost overpowered. And I don't think... Don't act like you're hostile. I have a habit of lashing out at things that are hostile. However, we can get down to the water's edge, the lava's edge. I can probably keep you. I'm going to pop that away somewhere safe for now. I really do need to get more of an ender bag, don't I think, as well. Because I've got 12 of these, I need therefore to put some stuff away for definite. Not scary at all. Keep away from the edge. There appears to be unpleasant things in there. Okay, right. What was that? I don't want to know. They can go away. I want these out. Let me just do these for now. And not scary at all. I'll be back in a short while. These things don't retain their inventory, which is annoying, because I've just spent the best part of 15 minutes or so filling in. I realise this is foolish and I could hit a lava pocket, but I really don't care. Because over this way I spotted... Yep, thought I did. I spotted the other one, so I want to grab the warped and crimson nylium and the bits and pieces from here. Hello. See, that's what waits for you if you're unwary. Then there's all this nice blackstone as well. But yeah, so all of my plans today are being thwarted. Thwarted, I tell you. Did I? You just still only get that as, yeah, you don't. It's a shame, really. That would have been quite the nice little surprise. Now, the crimson, that is, oh, sorry, the warped nylium, I should say. Apart from having those shiny little mushrooms, I can't remember what we get in here. Obviously we get that stuff, which is the warp stem, which is quite nice. And we'll also have warped Nylium, which I'm not bothered about getting a vast amount, but I would. Thank you. It's like having lights that just pop up when you walk past them. I would like to where the mush is. It's not playing ball, is it? Warped wart. There's a whole biome above me, but that's not. Warped roots, are they? Is that what? I honestly can't remember whether you can take warped root and, oh, careful, bone meal them, or whether you need the weird little mushies. The Nether is not my favourite place. You may have noticed. I mean, is it anybody's favourite place? I mean, it can be entertaining when you actively and quite deliberately. Oh, look at this! There's another one of them things. He knows it. No, it's coming over this way. Don't know where. Wait! I think I annoyed it. Wow, that hit like a truck. Let me just pop that away. Where are you, you dragony git? Alright. Let's not even worry about it. Leave him to his lava lake. My plans have been thwarted this episode. I need to... Oh. Hello. That's something we maybe ought to get into as well, is old piglin bartering. But, well, that's for another day. I'm going to grab a couple of these, because I can't remember whether it's the shrooms or the roots that you get. So if I get a bit of each and then a bit of a warped Nylium, we can... Not the crimson Nylium, I've got some. But we'll have a little more. And not that, because I don't want to upset our friend here. Hello. Yes, me too. Is that mushroom? That mushroom's throwing bombs. That's interesting. Right, I need to put some stuff away and see about heading home, I think. Because this has... Do I want to spend 3 levels on home? I'm just going to go straight home. Because this has not been the resounding success I had hoped. Got a couple of those shroom loins though. I've got no idea whether I want to release them now. Oh, you've been busy. Is that because they're in the spawn chunks? I don't know. Anyway, let me sort myself out, figure out what I would like to do next, and I shall be back in a moment. Okay, there's something wrong here. 2 of the chickens, 3 of the chickens are out. The eggs are not going into the hopper. Oh, because that's on. That's why. Oops, hello. So, that's probably why that. I have got the means to capture these chucks, and it's not the end of the world that they're not in the hopper, because like I said, I do need some free-range chucks as well, and that now is looking a wee bit better. I suppose what I should do, the easy way to reset this is to do it like that. A mistake. How many have we got there? 1, 2. We've got a number. Do I want to take those? Pop them in there. And there's definitely some more BBs in there. Is that enough? Or do I want a few more? I am going to let that run for a bit, and I'm going to just AFK, I think. What I might do, because ultimately what we're going to have is... we're going to have another hopper on this side with a book. Oh, I should have brought a bucket of lard with me. The one thing I wanted from the nether, and I forgot to bring even one bucket. But ultimately, this is going to move to here and face into a cauldron on this side. Now, hang on a second, does it? Or does it go above? I need to double check my my instructional video for this one, so I'll be back in a second. Alright, yeah, so what will happen is that dispenser will face into, oh, not that, idiot, into that hopper, and on top of that hopper will be another thing, hoofer. However, before we get to that, we do need to lay down a slab, any old block. Let's borrow that, shall we? That and that. Yeah, I did not think that through very well, did I? But that will go there. We'll place you on there. Dig you out. That will fall down and go there. That's all nice. That will go there. That will go there. Lava will go in that. This will all fit around this. And then we'll probably stick just an access and a hopper down there with a barrel or something. Or even this might be enough to think. So I do need another hopper, but what we need to do is get these guys breeding up to get enough eggs to make this farm work. So I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so this is almost the finished article. It's not the decorated article, it's not the nicely built article, but it is almost the finished article. So this is going to be the chicken coop where we have the free roaming chickens. This is where a bunch of chickens are trapped in here and they are pooping out eggs. Feathers might be an issue, so we're going to need to ensure that we can get access to all of this easily. Now my thoughts for this were fairly simple. Let me just start off with some birch, and we're going to keep this as simplistic as possible. I've got myself a couple of tool stations over here. Let's whack the birch in to start off with, and I can do vertical birch planks. Let me just try one of those and see if there's anything I can do with that. There's nothing I can do with that, but that is fine. So if I do, let's start with those, and we'll come in here, and on this side we're not going to have that there. We're going to have that there, and then it will come around like that. I would like to get some of this podzol, because even though I hate its texture in its context, I think it will be a very useful block to just go down there. And if we whack a little bit of yew in, I should be able to get a birch trapdoor, which other that no, other way around, like that. So that kind of indicates the way the chucks get in. Now I have got a bucket of lava, and that will go in there. What I don't know is if lava in a lava bucket like that will actually have issues going forwards. Now if I go, the simplest solution I think here would be to put in strip logs like that, and because I've got those here, that kind of makes a degree of sense. And there's another, obviously you can see there's a very good reason why these guys have been situated plenty far enough away. I only wanted the one really, just the one, thank you. And then we definitely want another 3 of those. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And I think that will get us where we want to be. What I want to do is basically ensure that these guys are completely encased, because I've had a load of it explode out and, you know, just be generally awkward little chucks. And we'll be able to see if that will catch fire, which will be useful. Now this feeds into that, these feed into that, and hopefully their purposes will become apparent shortly. Now around the side here, I need you, and I need you, and we are going to, I think to start off with, we'll just build up like this, because this will be a lot easier than any other way of breaking this glass down. No. Alt there. Tell you, it feels like it's been an age since I did anything with this. So we're going to go with a plain, and we'll pop that. It's the nearest I've got to chicken wire, to be honest. But this should work absolutely fine. However, I do need to... Sorry, I just saw movement there, and in fact didn't quite realise that it was my hooferator there. Right, so that is that. That lot can go away. Now I've got asphalt, which is, I actually brought some asphalt with me, so that's kind of convenient, because I didn't really need to break any more down. And we'll just pop you in as a little black post like that, and similarly like that, just to make this look, you know, as if it's structural. It's not, it's just, oops, hello, undo. It is just, you know, a thing for this particular job. Now, what I want to do, if I take you and you out of this, that should give me those, which is nice. And then we come back in here, and we should hopefully Oh no, because of course I broke it with my super thing, didn't I? Yeah, okay, that's fine. But what I do want to do is, again, take... We've got you. Let me just chisel one of them, because that will make a nice carpet stroke floor for these. Alt, no, Shift. And then we can test to see that this actually does work the way that I think it works. Actually, no, it does work the way that I think it works. Excellent. And then we take those and we go and like so. Simple, effective little chicken coop. Doesn't have to be a massive work of art to achieve this. And then we pop you down and we pop you down. And pop you down. And I've got 3 more over there, which should be more than enough for just collecting raw eggs and feathers. Now what I'm hoping to see over this side is a whole bunch of eggies, which if I turn you on, that is not going to work there though, is it? Boom. Obviously nothing happening here other than those feathers have just gone straight through. That answers one question. I need to do something about that though. Let me have a think. I'll be back in a second. Alright, the last thing left to do is to take these 3 guys over. I've had a few more escapes. I'm not entirely sure how well this is going to work. It doesn't have to work brilliantly. But if it gets me a little bit of cooked chicken, a stack or so of cooked chicken every few episodes, enough to make, roast chicken dinners, then it doesn't really have to do anything better. Now, what I did find, and this is a flaw with the design here, is you have to leave that clock running. Because if I lock that, it locks the hoppers either side there. It doesn't look like anybody's grown up yet in there, but it's all locked away. We've got all of the escapees that we had have been dropped into here, so we can we can place these guys in as well. And well, actually these girls, because the chickens, aren't they? Yeah, that's we've got chicken. We've got some raw chicken there, and I don't know. Oh, I know what it was. It was from a few escapees that I inadvertently killed. But what I'm not seeing is any cooked chicken going in. Which is interesting, because there should be some by now. I'm sure there's a way I could turn this round so we don't have that issue there, but there's definitely things popping out. Maybe we just need to wait for these guys to grow up a bit. Maybe I'm just being impatient. But it's, a small enough build. It's out of the way, so when I get well away from it, you can't hear it. And anything those that the chickens poop out should go into there. So hopefully it'll just give me the makings of the food I need going forward. Now, there's a few things I want to do. Obviously, there's the big projects I want to do. The andesite generator, the lava generator, the tunnel bore to get netherite so we can upgrade all of our tools to netherite. All of those things are there, and they're big projects, and they're going to take a certain amount of effort and a while for me to pull the resources together. I also need ender pearls. I don't look at that. That bright red wizard's outfit. I also need ender pearls, and I don't have a single ender pearl. However, I have a potential solution to that. It's a dangerous solution, but I think I'm going to try and make a revised version. A revised version of my Enderman farm that I've used. So there's an Ominous Woods which we've got marked on the map, and we've also got a teleporter nearby because I thought that might be an ideal place. Now the downside is Ominous Woods also spawn things other than Enderman, including but not limited to evokers. So yeah, that could be an interesting one, but I need ender pearls for several reasons. Firstly, I'd like to go to the end. I think we're at the stage where we should go to the end. I need to get Eyes of Ender. Yeah, kind of makes sense. I also want to use a mod we've got called Bag of Yurting, which allows me to make transportable structures so I could effectively take my home with me, including smelter arrays and inventory and all sorts of stuff. Now nothing obviously as big as this, but that's fine. So yeah, we added this guy, the Ember robe and Ember hat. I don't know why these glitch like that, but it doesn't really matter, I suppose. We're not using them, they're just decorative. And we also got the full snow chest plate and the snow helmet there. So that was a nice little trip out. But other than that, this has been a kind of a mixed episode. Nothing I tried has really worked. So on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.